Namaskar and good evening, all of you. My name is CA Kunal Kathuria. I welcome you all on behalf of Committee on Management Accounting of our esteemed Institute of Chartered Accountant of India in very useful topic, Management Accounting Insight Skill Set of an ACE Consultant, hosted by our Patiala branch of ICI. It is pleasure for us that we have with us dynamic chairman of our committee, CA Charan Jot Singh Nandaji. Very eminent speaker of the day, CA Baroj Kamdin Madam, and very great personality of and director of SCM of Bharti Airtel Limited, CA Pankaj Miklani ji. Now I would like to invite CA Mohit Garg ji, chairman of Panipat branch of NISC of ICI for welcome address and introduction of our dynamic chairman, CA Charan Jot Singh Nanda ji. Over to you, Mohit Garg ji.
Thank you, Kunalji. Very good evening to all of you. First of all, I would like to welcome our special chief guest, Director SCM Bharti Airtel, CA Pankaj Miklani ji, our eminent speaker, CA Behrouz Kamdin ji, our Central Council member, CA Nandkishore Hegde ji, and a very dynamic personality of ICI, our sitting Central Council member, CA Charan Jot Singh Nanda ji. I, from the core of my heart, welcome you all, and I also welcome all the members and participants. Today, I feel honored that I have given the task to introduce CA Charan Jot Singh Nanda ji. CA Charan Jot Singh Nanda ji is a Central Council member of ICI. He is a graduate from Kurukshetra University and was placed in a merit list of all the 3 years. He has done his CA in 1991. He was in the merit list with 35th rank in CA intermediate exams. He is practicing chartered accountant since 1991 and his expertise areas include audit, banking, capital market, human relation management, corporate laws, taxation and management consultancy. He has served in various committees of ICI in various capacities and currently he is the chairman of Internal Audit Standard Board and Committee for Members in Industry and Committee of Management Accounting of ICI. He has also served various governmental and non-governmental organizations in various capacities. These organizations include Securities and Exchange Board of India, Ministry of Corporate Affairs, South Asian Federation of Accountants, Committee on Professional Accounting in Business, and of course the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India and its regional council. He is and has been the member of various non-standing committees of ICI. He is the author of a practical guide on audit documentation for statutory branch audit. He has contributed as a guest faculty and program coordinator at various seminars and conferences organized by international bodies and North Indian Regional Council of ICI, WIRC, CIRC, EIRC, SIRC and its branches and study circles of ICI. So due to shortage of time, I would like to hand over for the further proceedings to CA Kunal Kathuria ji.
Thank you sir. आपने इतना अच्छा इंट्रोडक्शन दिया नंदा सर का। वेल मैं नंदा सर को काफ़ी टाइम से जानता हूँ। इनफैक्ट मैं अपना कहूँ कि मेरा 1/3 पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ नंदा सर के साथ गुजरा है। नंदा साहब जो है हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट के जामवंत कहूँ तो सही होगा क्योंकि वो कई चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट की जो उनकी खोई हुई शक्ति है वो याद दिलाने में बहुत सी हेल्प करते हैं। तो नंदा साहब ने बहुत सी चीज़ें ऐसी की है यंग चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट के लिए कि उनको आगे ग्रूम करने के काफ़ी काम आती है। तो मैं नंदा सर का वेलकम करना चाहूँगा कि वो कुछ शब्द अपने कहे।
Thank you so much, Kunal. I take this opportunity to welcome my elder brother, my very dear friend CA Pankaj Miklani, who's director SCM Bharti Airtel Limited. We also have the keynote speaker and the eminent speaker today, CA Behrouz Kamdin. We also have here Shri Mohit Garg, who's the honorable chairman of Patiala branch, and my younger brother CA Kunal Kathuria, who's the master of ceremony of today's seminar, and all participants have come here to go home more enlightened. Ladies and gentlemen, when you speak on the skill sets of an AS consultant, I'm reminded of a couplet. The couplet says, सोचने से कहाँ मिलते हैं तमन्नाओं के शहर, सोचने से कहाँ मिलते हैं तमन्नाओं के शहर, चलने की जिद भी जरूरी है मंजिल पाने के लिए। A person who intends to perform in life has to be a man who has the clout, who has the willingness to perform, who has the willingness to outshine. Let me very candidly say, all of us on the dais are people who have come from a very humble background, from a middle class family, and on our own initiative, on our own instinct, we intended to do something which would put us at a larger perspective, and we were successful. The AS consultants provide a number of opportunities for members to share knowledge and best practices with each other. If the skill set of AS consultant is to be taken into account, first of all, he needs to have quantitative and analytical skills. Analysis is very, very important. I happen to be the chairman of a Tolerance Standard Board. When we guide the client through business problems, an AS consultant makes sure to demonstrate quantitative and analytical skills. He's pretty sure that he has to find a way to quantify the results of each decision that is made and celebrate the major wins. The most important aspect is that when you look into quantitative and analytical skills, data will be the best friend. You have to extract from data which are the areas. Exception reporting is one of them. Data analytics, which we use for conducting forensic or other important assignments, is a very important area. Together with the client, the AS consultant agrees on the key performance indicators that will determine success or failure for the project. We are there to serve the management. Essentially, a management accountant is a person who is in a management function. He may be reporting to the board or to the audit committee, but largely he needs to understand what his areas are. The second aspect which an AS consultant needs to know is the ability to work under pressure and cope with challenging situations. Yes, having a team mentality is important when it comes to creating and maintaining client relationships. AS consultants may have preferred way of learning or communicating even under pressure situation because they always think of the benefit of their clients. The best decision for a client doesn't always have a benefit for the team of the consultant, but he is who would try to always take the interest of the client above his own interest. The third important aspect is good teamwork skills. If you remember of a man who is successful, I am again reminded of a couplet which said, मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल, मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल, लोग जुड़ते गए कारवां बनता गया. जिन लोगों ने जिंदगी में अजीम कारवां बनाए हैं, ये वो शख्सियत थी जिन्होंने जमीन से शुरू किया और अर्श तक जा पहुंचे. Yes, one of the most complicated challenges an AS consultant tackles is to manage his own team. During any stressful scenarios, the team of AS consultant serves as a crucial liaison between the client and their workforce. It will be up to the team to manage and ensure that the team's process, communication and adaptation are at the largest level. The next key quality of a AS consultant is that he has to be flexible. While working on a consulting project, an AS consultant or his team is expected to be flexible. They can't be taken as roadblocks. Rather, they are people who would give earnest solutions for all problems they may step in. They may agree on a timeline weeks or months in advance, thinking it's set in stone. But things happen, the client's need may change, and so they may be prepared to work in the changed circumstances. Next, understanding of business environments, commercial awareness and problem-solving skills. Yes, the number one consulting skill is critical thinking. When you think on a different note, and chartered accountants, you know, are always criticized. A management consultant is normally criticized. And you know who's criticized? A person who is rising is criticized. And we are given a notion, and that is again by way of couplet, कि तारीफ की चाहत तो नाकाम लोगों की फितरत है. तारीफ की चाहत तो नाकाम लोगों की फितरत है. काबिल लोगों के तो दुश्मन भी कायल होते हैं. When you have certain skill set at your command, even your bitterest of enemy respect you. So, the client will always expect an AS consultant to tackle complex problems plaguing their business. It's possible they have started the pre-work and have a direction in mind, or they may need a AS consultant to jumpstart the discussion, learn the ins and outs of the client's organization, read up the market trends, research competitors, and perform data analytics wherever it is necessary. The next, good interpersonal and communication skills. Communication skills and interpersonal skills is something where you sit at parlous with the man whom you want to interact, and more importantly, the man is able to assimilate what you intend to transfer. That is very, very important. The man taking things in the same essence, in the same way in which you intend to transmit. And the last is very, very important, which is making the most of presentation. Yes, when it comes to making presentations, the AS consultants should articulate their ideas with clarity and precision. They should keep their points detailed yet targeted. They have to pay attention to their posture, tone, and cadence. And through it all, keep in mind the story you're telling and the data that backs it up. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have two of the very great personalities here. I have known Mr. Miglani over the years. He is a man who has always driven through complex times. He's a man who has turned around so many situations and brought laurels to the corporation where he was working. He has always worked in senior positions of CEO, CFO, and now he is Director SCM. Madam Behrouz, on the other hand, she has been one of the very revered speakers, and I know number of people in her service, in her proximity and in her service line who always have high regards for Madam, because Madam has a unique way of thinking and unique way of presentation. So, not taking much of your time, I would request Kunal to start the proceeding of this session. And let me say one thing very candidly. Your board is passionate to ensure that you have the best of the speakers, best of the chief guests, and the best of the topics, so that you are put at a parlous where you start understanding everything. You all are well aware that the Institute was set up an Act of Parliament way back on 1st July 1949, when the most important document to the democracy, the Constitution, was not set up. All of you are well aware that the Constitution to this great country was set up on 26 January 1950. The pertinent question that arises is, what prompted the Constituent Assembly to set up an Institute of Chartered Accountants of India when their own democratic setup wasn't in place? The answer is very candid, very simple, very forthcoming. They were looking for a disciplined band of soldiers, you can call them management accountants, who could pave the way for progress of this economy. With COVID coming in, we are again in doldrums. I call upon all my professional colleagues, all consultants, all management accountants who are a part of this great gathering to have this thought process in mind. They have to handhold the clients and ensure that we render the best of our services. Over to Kunal Kathuria for further proceedings. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. Your delivery and lecture is always a eye-opener for all of us. Your combination of delivery and couplet, जो बीच में आप कहते रहते हैं, वो आपका एक चार चांद लगा देता है. Now I would like to invite Pankaj Miglani, sir. I want to introduce him, a business leader and strategic planner, who has more than 27 years of organizational experience in corporate clients such as Bharti Group of Airtel and GE Capital. Currently, he is the Director of Supply Chain Management in Bharti Airtel Limited, a CA, CS and cost accountant. In fact, he is a combination of like Batman, Superman and Spider-Man, CA, CS and cost accountant. Under his leadership, Bharti Infratel was awarded the Golden Peacock Award 2017 for risk management, as well as Firm of the Year in the CNBC Risk Management Award 2015. Pankaj sir was awarded the CFO 100 Accolade at the CFO 100 Award 2018 and Best CFO 2017 in the Telecom and IT category by the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India. सर के बारे में कहने लगूं तो बहुत सी बातें निकल आएगी, बहुत सी ऐसा मुझे 5 मिनट 10 मिनट और भी लग जाएंगे. तो मैं सर को हैंड ओवर करना चाहूंगा, सर को इनवाइट करना चाहूंगा. Pankaj sir.
Thanks, Kunal. And
welcome, Pankaj ji, for your scintillating presentation. We are looking forward to it, sir. Please go.
Thank you, Nanda Saab. And friends, it's nice to be here. I think Mr. Nanda invited me, so I thought, it's pretty good because I'm very happy to be talking to each one of you. It's always good to be back amongst the professional colleagues. But my talk would more emanate from a corporate side, so I don't know if it's relevant, but let me give it a shot. While Mr. Nanda has more or less captured in the beginning itself, what is that you are looking at, but let me attempt to give you my perspective of what is that you look in as a skill sets for an ACE consultant if you have to talk about it. Now, before we spend some time on that, I would want to pause first to understand and maybe, spend few minutes talking about what is actually the purpose of the consulting, and what are the expectations which the end customer might have from you, or let's say the companies for which you work. And then, it will help us define effectively the skill set we are looking at. See, consulting, long and short, nutshell, will mean problem solving. Businesses today face so many challenges which are detrimental to, the operating efficiently in the world today. With the ever-changing landscape and emergence of new technologies, businesses need to continuously evolve. Companies need assistance to implement changes which are pretty to their health. Consultants provide their expertise, which help clients or companies attain efficiency through these kind of changes. Also, over a period of time, if we have to really look at how has consulting evolved, consulting has actually evolved a lot from the time, at least we saw it, which was, let's say, 20, 25 years back versus the current generation is seeing it. Earlier it used to be more of traditional core consulting, which will more, center around how do you provide information, how do you solve client problems, you will make some kind of diagnosis, you will do certain recommendations, and then you will effectively help them, assist the company or the customer in implementation of the same. But today, if you really look at it, there are far bigger purposes which are coming into play. And, I think it's the couple of new, if I have to talk about consensus building or, how do you facilitate the client learning in this process? So while you are consulting, how do you go back and facilitate the learning so that clients can do it at a later date? And how do you improve the organizational effectiveness? I think there are the key elements which have changed, which are much more relevant and important as we speak today. While traditional ones are better understood and practiced, but the latter ones are more essential to effective consulting. Now, if this is what consulting means, let's look at what are the skill sets what one would need. To my mind, I would just simplify it. I'll segregate it into between two pieces, and the first one I'll say is technical. You guys are the expert. You've got a lot of technical knowledge. But just would add one piece there, while we all are chartered accountants, we have gone through this. See, one thing which is very clear is in today's world, this has become a highly disrupted world. You guys would have heard the term pretty often coined, which is VUCA word, which talks about, it's volatile, it's uncertain, it's complex, and it is ambiguous. Today, there are much more complexity in businesses. There are much more disruptions happening. The timeline or the time period of disruptions have changed a lot. Ambiguity is far, far higher. Volatility is unbelievable. So we all live in a world which is changing by the second. It's not even decades. I think it's by the second. And hence, the key thing which each one of you ideally should remember is, how do you guys make sure, you are staying relevant in this context? And what do I mean by relevance here is, are you changing yourself with the change dynamics? Because with such a kind of, we still, people got, qualified at different points of time. There were different practices which one would follow. But in today's age, I think a lot has changed. There's a digital disruption happening. Are we prepared? Are we thinking in that fashion? So to align ourselves to the changing world, we all have to make sure we stay relevant, updated with the key latest tech trends. And hence, one basic premise on technical side, I'll say, you keep retraining yourself to the changing customer needs. Your customer, whatever he requires, I think you would have also be seeing and feeling the change requirements which is over a period of time. And hence, please try and make sure, we stay relevant. Then comes the other aspect, and while Nandaji spoke, I'll on the softer side, I'll actually say, I've simplified it into, let's say, I call them the 6 C's, and I'll just briefly touch upon each one of them. So the first C for me in case of skill set is curiosity. Because since you work with various clients, how do you make sure, the sense of curiosity is always there, which helps you get all the information you need to do your job well. It encompasses you asking thoughtful and focused questions and then listening, sincerely to all the answers. The second C in terms of the skill set requirement would be a creative thinking. Creative thinking, actually gives people ideas that go beyond the standard and the normally accepted ways of working. it encourages brainstorming and listening to ideas from all kind of people. So the more creative you are, your ability to find solutions would be much different. The third is creating solutions. You need to be patient. You need to have the patient hearing skills as well as the conflict resolution skills, which is much more important. How do you create solutions? How do you resolve conflicts, which are pretty much there since you deal with multiple set of people? What all customers need is an effective solution, and that is something which you all should definitely bring to the table. The fourth C in this game is actually credibility or a trust. I think this is a must, and it is likely to come. Trust gets built over a period of time due to various things, and once broken, it is very tough to rebuild it back. This can come from your experience in terms of the field, your reputation, as someone who has helped the companies, as people in legitimate and measurable ways. You can improve your credibility with further education, by certifications, starting your own podcasts, writing your own academic paper or books to explain your ideas. This can actually effectively lead to solid. The fifth C falls into this is collaboration. And I think this is very relevant in today's age. I think the world is all interconnected, and there are fewer roles, I'll say, of individual contributors. They have virtually declined. Everything has got so much dependence, and specifically, in the corporate world, what all role needs is actually a strong collaboration cutting across various functions, vertically, horizontally. You need to have that kind of a mindset. You need to inculcate and build work collaboratively with people, whether we like it or not, but to make sure, as a team we deliver, because that's what would be required. Developing, poise, politeness, excellent listening skills, and public speaking skills. They'll actually serve you better in any circumstance. And last but not the least is actually, communication. So communicating very clearly. And I'll add another dimension of being empathetic here. So once you have solutions, how do you go and communicate those answers in very clear and concise terms? But at the same time, trying to, there's empathy in the answer, because they will let more likely than not to respond favorably to you, which can help you do your job in a better manner. So I think those were the broad guidelines which I feel if somebody tries and inculcates or just keeps them in mind, I think we'll go a long way in terms of delivering what one is expected of these roles. Friends, I hope I was able to add some value. Would again like to thank Mr. Nanda for giving me this opportunity, and wishing you all the best, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for a very scintillating presentation. We really relished it, sir. Over to Mr. Konal.
Thank you so
Thank
much, sir. You divided 6C like curiosity, creative thinking, creative solution, creativity, collaboration, and communication. The whole combination will create the management accounting in not only in professional life but also in the personal life. The same thing is that in Bhagavad Gita, जिसमें ये सभी बातें उसमें लिखी गई है, और कई बड़े बड़े IIM इसी को हम आगे लेके चलते हैं मैनेजमेंट को सिखाने के लिए। अब मैं आपका और टाइम ना लेते हुए हमारे जो आज के एमिनेंट स्पीकर हैं मैडम बहरोज कामदीन मैडम, उनको इनवाइट करना चाहूंगा। आई वुड लाइक टू इंट्रोड्यूस हर CA Bairoz Kamdin is partner with Deloitte,
Okay.
Haskin and Sells LLP.
ये लिख देना।
ये लिंक लिखना है ना।
She has,
Please do this link for them.
she has over 25 years of work experience providing tax and regulatory advisory and compliance services to entity in financial service sector. She represents clients before the tax
इसमें ऊपर ठीक कर दो, लिस्ट बना दे, बना के भेज
and
देती है।
advanced ruling. She
ये
writes
डालो,
articles
खोल दे इसको
relevant
बस।
on topic relevant to the financial services. रादर मैं मैडम के बारे में अगर कहूँ कि मैडम अपने इंस्टीट्यूट की विराट कोहली है तो वो गलत नहीं होगा। मैडम विराट कोहली कैसे है मैं वो बताना चाहूंगा। विराट कोहली जब एक महत्वपूर्ण एक इम्पोर्टेंट मैच था, उनके जस्ट एक दिन पहले विराट कोहली जी के फादर साहब की डेथ हो गई, लेकिन फिर भी वो उस अगले दिन मैच को खेलने गए, और वो एक ताज्जुब की बात है, हमें प्राउड की बात है कि वो उस मैच को जीते। मैडम के साथ ये बहुत पहले हो चुका था। मैडम अगले दिन कॉलेज का एग्जाम था और ये इंसिडेंट मैडम के साथ हुआ, लेकिन मैडम ने हिम्मत जुटाई और कॉलेज का एग्जाम देके आए और मैडम स्टूड सेकंड इन द कॉलेज। तो मैडम के लिए इस बात के लिए एक बार मैं सबसे कहूंगा कि अप्लॉज करने के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच
Great,
मैडम।
great, madam. Welcome.
Madam, now I would like to invite Madam for go ahead, madam. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kunal. Thank you, Mr. Nanda. Thank you, Dr. Pal. And hello, Mohit. And Pankaj, I think he's moved. But it was very nice. Thank you so much for giving this privilege to us. एंड नंदा जी, आपने तो पूरे सारे पॉइंट्स इतने अच्छी तरह से कवर किए हैं। पंकज जी मेरे सारे कवर किए हुए पॉइंट्स, तो मेरा काम तो बहुत आसान हो गया अभी। सो नाउ आई जस्ट हैव टू जस्ट शेयर सम ऑफ माय एक्सपीरियंस।
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
क्योंकि आप लोग ने सारे पॉइंट्स ऐसे ही कवर कर चुके हैं। तो बेसिकली जब आता है क्वेश्चन, whenever it comes to us to say what is a consultant, and we are chartered accountants, so we have already arrived. We have passed CA. We are there, one of the few privileged ones who are chartered accountants. So aren't we a consultant? And that question keeps coming up. So when I started my practice and when I joined Ferguson's and started practice, everyone used to tell us you're a chartered accountant, professional service provider. But very few would ever tell me that you're a consultant. So when I looked up and saw as to what is the difference between a professional service provider and a consultant, very vaguely, what people perceive, I'm not saying this is true or not, but what people perceive is that a professional service provider is more transaction based advisor. Facts देखते हैं, advice कर लेते हैं. Operations देखते हैं, advice करते हैं क्या implement करना चाहिए, how do we do it well. So it is more on transaction based. While if you look at a consultant, and that's what being said across by both the speakers, a consultant will look at strategy, will be an expert and will do something more than advisory. Uska khali advice se doesn't stop. A consultant actually does something more than what is advising. And that's a path that we all have to trend. Like he said, we need to walk through to see what we should do from what we are today. And there is a very good saying. It's not a saying, it's a book by Marshall Goldsmith, which says that what brought you here is not something which will take you there. If we are already a professional service provider and we want to become a consultant, we need to really put in certain actions to go to that field. So what has brought me to become a chartered accountant or a professional service provider is not something which is going to take me to a consultant. And I have to put in consciously some actions to be done, which will lead me to that path. And we can easily do it. I mean, that's what we are doing it over years, experience say, that is what comes to it. So something what we need to do is like a consultant. I have a small sort of a presentation. I don't know if Gyan can put it up. If not, then we can just go talk about it.
Sure, ma'am.
So thanks, Gyan. Gyan has been very helpful sharing presentations for me. Thank you so much, Gyan. So basically what we think is, when we talk about consultants, what comes to mind? Trusted advisor. It was said earlier, you should be a trusted advisor. You need to be there on the table whenever they think of you, whenever they have a problem. So main ACE consultant, I would think, is someone who is a trusted advisor to your clients. And when you say about trusted advisor, what do you look at? We see we have strong relationship with clients. How do you build a strong relationship? It doesn't happen over time. It always happens over time. It doesn't happen in a day. You just can't say I'm strongly connected to someone. It happens over time. Give time to it. Give time, give attention, build on those relationships. But you have to have strong relationship with your client so that he can contact you whenever he has a doubt. You should be there as a first port of call for the client. Client centricity. Very essential. हम लोग क्या करते हैं? We have some service offerings. We take that to the client. अरे हमने ये नया develop किया हुआ है. Why don't you look at it? Of course you should take it to client. The client has to be aware of all your service offerings which are there. No doubt about it. But does the client need it? What would have been more important would have been, what is the client requirements? If I can perceive that, if I'm tracking the client, I'm looking at the client, I know what the client strategy is. I know what the client pain points are. I keep speaking about it. I need to look at client centricity. Not take what I have but find out solutions for what he needs to know. तो client centricity बहुत essential होता है. Authenticity. I think this is something which is very important. We need to be genuine people. I think that's something which comes out over time. If you keep faffing or you keep telling lies or you keep finding excuses, client will come to know of that. हम एक बार बच सकते हैं, 2 बार बच सकते हैं, but if we keep doing this on and on all the time and we keep not giving proper answers to the client will know we're not genuine people. So we need to have authenticity in our work which we are doing. Very essential. Short term maybe you'll be able to fool 1 or 2 people, but that will not give you a name. That will not give you a response which is required from client perspective. So authenticity is something which is very key and dependable. जब भी client को जरूरत होती है, we should be available. It's not that I have to solve all clients' problems. I can't. I don't know. It was very difficult for me to solve all the problems, but I know where to go and get the answer for it. So that is very essential. I should have networks, I should have groups, I should know people. I need to do all of that so that when the client calls me, he knows he can depend on me. He knows I'll find a solution for him. I'm not here trying to make money out of my clients. I'm here because the client is there. So it's very essential that we have these qualities which are there in us to say that, why a client should take me as a trusted advisor. We had a partner who retired now after serving for 40 years. And we know the type of relationship that he has built over 40-year period. Keeping a client with you for 40 years it's too good. It is really good. And that can come only because he trusts you. You know more things about your clients than the client himself would be knowing about it. So you have to be a trusted advisor to the client. If you look at the next slide, what sort of qualities do you need to do? So how do we have this differentiation? Attitude is very important, and वो कहा गया था पहले भी. Mindset of winning. We need to have this very positive mindset. We cannot go on cribbing कि ये नहीं होगा या हमसे वो नहीं होगा. Always go with a positive mindset that ये होगा. Many times हम लोग सुनते हैं the grass is greener on the other side. But that you can look at differently to say that it would have been greener on my side if I had watered my grass. So why not look at it in that manner? Think positively. It's very essential that we have a positive mindset of winning. If we go with that mindset, we will be able to win. So the attitude is very essential. Seize the opportunity. So though my Hindi is not so good or Gujarati is not so good, whenever this comes up and whenever we look at it, I have this proverb which is there. So I'm saying it, please forgive me if it's not pronounced correctly. But Lakshmi chandlo karva ave, tere monu dhova nahi jevu joye. You don't go to wash your face when Goddess Lakshmi is coming to put tika on you, chandla on you, or giving you wealth. You don't go wash your face at that point of time. So you need to seize opportunities. You cannot just let go of opportunities. And you need to understand which are the opportunities and how you seize it. This is very crucial. So you need to keep reading about things. You need to see what the things are around. And you need to seize that opportunity. Don't let go an opportunity which is coming your way. Not be afraid to do new things. I think this is one aspect which I think we should really inculcate. So I had a sabbatical in my career, and when I came back, I was given 2 different sort of portfolios to do. And that was to say that, you do knowledge management, which I had never heard of earlier, and you do FPIs. And that also I had never heard of earlier. And then grow that practice. So I was very wondering, my whole life when I was in Ferguson's, I was doing tax advisory and compliance, hardcore representing before tax authorities is my core. And here I'm joining and I'm getting something which is something so new. The first thing which would have come to mind was that I should say no to it and go back to what it is. But doing both those things helped me. It helped me build something more, which was grow the whole practice, learn technology which had never been done before, learn on regulations which had never been done before. And it was so very good. So I've always thought that whenever an opportunity comes, and that's come later also. Later also laws change globally and it can impact India. A lot of things happen. So whenever we look at things, we should look at things in a very positive manner. Pause and think. I mean, we keep running around so much in our daily work that we really don't sit to think, we don't sit to pause and see what that thing is. When a consultant is given a problem, and like earlier it was said, we are problem solvers, we are creative problem solvers. So, if we are going to be problem solvers, we need to pause, we need to take a breath, and then you have to think. And this actually came about when I was doing knowledge management. When we're doing alerts, and my senior partner would say, "Is your alert juicy and meaty?" And I said, "What is that?" Alert is an alert. Decision आ गया, उसका हमने analysis करके डाल दिया. What the decision says, facts क्या है, what the appeal order is, that is alert. But that's not an alert. So I thought through to say, how do I get interest of people to read an alert? So then I said, okay, let me see, is there something else which is impacting because of this decision? So we bring something out. Is it globally something is different from what has happened in India? We bring those out. So we pause and think and try to make our deliverable much more juicy and meaty out of it. We don't just do something and give an advice. What is it that is required by client? What is the client looking at it? Step into their shoes and think. Create a niche. I think this is something which really helps. We all do services, but by specializing in a particular field, I could devote time. I could devote that much of time to that specialized field which is there, like financial services tax. And I think that really helped me create that niche in that marketplace. And therefore, I looked at things. So we all need to see, do I need to do it in the manner that I've been working throughout, or should I create a niche for myself so that people will come to us? And it's been worked. I've seen other consulting firms or other people who are consultants have created a niche for themselves. So that's something which has to be looked at and done. Creative problem solvers has been said. You need to be creative. A routine problem, to har ek jan gave a solution to it. How do you do something differently? Is what has to be seen. And facilitate client learning. I think this was also said by Pankaj. Very important. When we are working with a client, we should facilitate the client also. It's not that we have to keep getting same fees and therefore we don't give the thing. And this was shared with me very early in life. There was a council and we used to go to ITAT and brief the council. The council used to argue the matter in the ITAT. So क्या होता था? There used to be other councils also in ITAT. So our council was asked by another council a decision. And he immediately shared the decision with him. And I said, "Arey, आपने क्यों share किया? Why did you share your knowledge with this person? Because he's actually your competition. So is it correct in sharing it?" And he told me one very easy thing. He said, if I was smoking a cigarette and someone came and asked me for a lighter or a matchstick, would I refuse it? I would not. So that's stuck in our mind. He's not shared his secret, but he can always give his matchstick or a lighter if someone is asking for it. By sharing that, nothing is going to reduce. Your knowledge is not going to get exhausted. Knowledge is something which is abundant. So facilitate client learning. It is very important. The client will think through saying, oh, he's actually doing it for us. So we do have sessions. We have workshops for our clients. We have sessions on budget which comes out specifically for client to say, okay, this is what will impact you. So facilitate client learnings. It's very essential. Send updates to your clients. With a small seed, now there's so much of data available. Everyone sends alerts. Everyone does it. It's all available on Google. It's so easy to search it out. What is your distinguishing factor? You put in your comment when you're sending to client. You're thinking of the client while sending it. And that will help the client. So that is very essential in your attitude. So I think the attitude which we need to have has to change a little. We need to think from a client perspective and then do work. A next slide on it. And this I'm mainly saying because I think we have a lot of practicing chartered accountants. So therefore, I'm just trying to see as practicing chartered accountants, how do you really build your portfolio and your career? Networking. I think essential thing required. And networking not in the bad sense of the word. There are a lot of good things about networking. And it's an essential that you have this thing. Step out of your comfort zone. So earlier when we started off, when I joined back after sabbatical, I was told to go to a Bombay Chamber of Commerce. And I was worried. My confidence was low. I said, I don't know. What if someone judges me? I'm not very intelligent. What happens then? Don't worry. And that's my true sense. They're all nice people out there. They're all very normal people like us. There's nothing to be worried about. I had to step out of my comfort zone to really go attend all these conferences and seminars. And I thank my partners for giving that opportunity to me. Because they gave that opportunity to me and I seized that opportunity, today it's a very different thing. So I think we need to step out of our comfort zone and actually go network with people around. And they're very nice people. Most of the people are very nice. And they're not here to judge you. I think this is one thing we need to understand. We're not being judged because of what we're doing when we're attending or because of the questions asked. And it's very important that we ask questions. We need to keep asking questions. We need to show our curiosity, and that was said. We need to show our curiosity. We need to ask questions. We need to have internal external networking, industry association. हम जब करते हैं, we don't see industries, CII, FICCI. We need to attend all of those also. IBA, life councils, all of that is very essential. Institute is there. We have institute forums and we have to attend those, but that's within the CA fraternity itself. If you want to broaden your outlook and you need to know things, you need to attend industry associations. You need to attend seminars which are different from what you're doing. If I kept attending only tax, then I would have been a tax professional. But if I have to be a consultant, I need to know what the business of the client is. I need to know what are the trends in that client's business. So I need to attend some conferences which are not tax. And it's very difficult. I'll tell you, when I started first going all alone, I didn't know what to talk. Because all those people, none of them are tax people out there. They're not tax people at all. And here you're listening to cyber, or you're listening to operational risk, you're listening to consulting, you're listening to banking trends, you're listening to all things which you not in practice. But by listening, you're learning on it. So it's very essential that we come out of a comfort zone. We attend seminars which are not related to our practice, but we attend those seminars and learn. You have to keep learning and meeting people. And have your small groups. We have good partners within the firm and we can really discuss a lot of things with them. But wherever it is, if not you're on your own, you can join smaller groups, which Institute has facilitated. Our Institute has really given us a lot of opportunities in that manner. So they have facilitated those groups, and therefore we should be part of those groups to see how we can really leverage on the network. The next basic thing is solution provider. I think this is where it comes to it, to being a consultant. Jan, we can go to the next one. What is meant by solution provider? It is a difference between giving an advice and giving a solution. If I just give an advice, it is just what has come to me and I've spoken about it. That is not basically a consultant's work. A solution provider will give you a solution for that problem which is there with the client. It's much more than just providing advice. And for being a good solution provider, has been said, technical capabilities. It's a given. We cannot say that we cannot have technical capabilities. And there are lots of things people say that as you grow up in your hierarchy, technical doesn't count. I don't agree with it personally. I'm a hands-on partner and I don't agree with it personally. I don't think it does not count. I think it says it is a given. So you have to be technical capable. It cannot be said that you're not supposed to be technical. But not across everything. So I can't be technically capable for risk advisory. I can't be technically capable for consulting, for cyber. All of that I can't be. That I have to just have knowledge, a little knowledge of it. So at the last session, there was a participant who very well coined this thing to say, you should be a king of your specialty and a jack of all the other services. So that's very essentially to see that we have the technical capabilities. Understand the stakeholders in the business model. हम जब करते हैं tax advice, we look at the tax person, the tax head or tax team, and we just think they are the stakeholders and we give an advice. But we really need to find out who all are the stakeholders in that particular transaction or advice that we are giving. It may not be tax alone. It could be compliance. It could be regulation. It could be the CFO who has to also know because he needs the funds. He has to arrange for the funds which has to come in. He has to look at everything which is there. CFO has to look at it. So we need to find out within the stakeholders who all are there. And FPI, which I mentioned, FPI, when we started, FPI is a foreign portfolio investors who are clients from outside India. How do we build onto them? We started looking at who the stakeholders could be. We looked at custodians to start with, to say, okay, custodians are there and they can be one of the stakeholders to it. Brokers could be the stakeholders to it. So how do I really build my network with custodians, with brokers, with global custodians and the end clients? So all of these are looked at to see how I provide my service. What do I need to do? Bankers, regulators. So when you look at things, don't look at just that transaction of giving tax advice to an FPI. Look at all the stakeholders in that business model and then start working towards it. And then you start building your career. Learn from competitors. And I really wish to tell you, you can learn a lot from competitors. Both from your own competitors plus the competitors of your clients. You need to keep tracking this. So there's something like competitors' insights. For a client, it's very essential. It's not that they don't track their competitors. They also have good people. They also have people who know what it is. But when you send it across to a client to say, okay, your competition is doing something like this, they know that you're thinking of them. They know that you're looking at their this wellness. So it is very essential that you look at what competition is doing today. Even from a practicing consultant's firm, you need to look at what your competitors are doing. And it's all available. Data is available in plenty. It is only a thing that you need to keep looking at it. You see, but you learn from competition and it's very essential to do it. Whenever we provide solution, you identify the gaps. A transaction advisory would be a question पूछ लिया उसका आंसर दे दिया टैक्स लॉ में ये है कंसल्टिंग में ये है that is not the answer to it. You look at what is it that he has missed asking you that question. That is very essential. अगर उन्होंने कोई क्वेश्चन पूछा है उसके बारे में और क्या पूछ सकते थे So it is very essential that we help clients ask the right questions to us. It is not that they have to only ask one question to give response to it. It could impact them differently. Therefore, we need to identify the gaps which are there because of which the question is being asked and then help clients ask relevant questions so that we can give a complete solution to that issue. Focus on quality. Like they said earlier, you have to have an eye for detail. Nanda ji mentioned very clearly, analysis karna chahiye. We should give a good report. We cannot give a half-baked report. It reflects on you very clearly. You have to give a good report to it. So very clear, you have to give a report which is proper, has a standard. You cannot come down on your standards. You can give different reports and sometimes we do it and I've done it myself. We give a first cut report. First cut is what? It's only my thoughts which have come on that report. It's not something which has been written correctly. Not something which is written completely. Then we give first draft of the report. That means we've sort of brought our thoughts properly into it, but still a first draft. And then a final report. So it's not something that you can't. You can have be discussion with the clients and let them know that you're working on it in this manner. And you're doing things. But वो बहुत essential है कि आप करो. And let the client know that you're doing it. So the client is also aware of it. Don't keep him in the dark and you keep struggling for it. Focus on quality, which is very essential. There was a question that was asked कि आप client को हर बार सब कुछ सब हाँ ही बोलते हो क्या? Do you say no to a client? And I will discuss this a little later when it comes to communication skills as to how we can do it. We are consultants. We are not here to only say yes to a client. But how you say no also is very important. See, a consultant should be able to tell their hard truth to the client very clearly. Because अगर उन्होंने कुछ कर दिया, जिसके implications could be huge, and they have actually set up a whole software and that was not required or it was not done. They spent a lot of money. That's not what consultants are. So you need to tell the hard truth to the client. But how you tell the hard truth, that also has to be very important. So we come to that when we talk of communication. But quality में कभी compromise नहीं होना चाहिए. There's no question of compromising on quality. Provide holistic solution. This is part of the solution provider. Someone comes to me for tax और मैंने direct tax का advice दे दिया. But not knowing that indirect tax has given an exactly opposite thing to the client. So I and the indirect tax don't gel at all. Both our advices don't gel. So what happens? The client has not got a solution. He's got a response to his query. Because of this is the implication. Because of this is the implication. They are suggesting some other alternative. We are suggesting some other alternative. So it is very essential that we look at the entire thing in one bit. Regulatory wise, it could be a complete disaster. We suggested, and this came to us, actually happened. We suggest a particular tax कि इस तरह से कर लीजिए, आपको टैक्स में बेनिफिट हो जाएगा. उससे क्या होने वाला है? Regulatory does not allow you to come in that manner. Then it's completely gone. So it is so essential that when you're looking at a tax advice, or looking at any advice for that matter, any consultancy work that you look at, you need to provide a holistic solution. And this is not only from tax. We did a particular regulatory and setup of a bank in India. Risk advisory team was working on it. Consulting team was working on it. You had the IT technology team working on it. You had HCAS team working on it. Everyone is working on it in silos. Who does the coordination between all that team members? वो बहुत essential हो जाता है. When you're working in silos, you're not looking at what the other person is thinking of it. You're not looking from a client perspective that is he really getting what he wants to know. तो ये बहुत essential होता है कि when you work, you provide a holistic solution. Look at the bigger picture. That's very essential for a consultant. And not just what has been given to you. So the next one. So we have YouTubes, but we will not play it. Gyan, this bar we will not play the YouTubes. We don't have that much of time. People can look at it later. And this is some of the things which I saw on the net, and I thought it was very interesting. So I want to just share. Maybe you can look at it. But one thing here which I found, and why this resonates with what we think of networking, is that the person here says very clearly he's an ex-McKinsey consultant. And वो बता रहा है कि you're the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. So if you spend time with intelligent people around, and you spend time with interesting people around, and we all CAs are extremely intelligent and smart. So if you spend time with this and our clients, you are the average of the 5 people that is there. So it's very essential that you have networks. Can-do attitude is what we already said. Have a positive mindset. Keep learning. Learning is, there's no option to it. I think if you're not learning, you're a dinosaur. Today in this world, you have to keep learning completely, all the time. And make most of the limited resources that you have and that you can do, like mentioned, delegation karna chahiye, collaboration hona chahiye. Only then you can really make use of your limited resources. So there are certain things you can hear this YouTube later, but this is something which is very essential when you're looking at consulting. Gyan, the next one. This is a funny sort of a video, and I just liked it because it says House of Lies. This is something which we should not be doing as a consultant. When we look at things that we should do, there are certain things that we should not also be doing. And it's very essential क्योंकि पकड़े जाएंगे. कभी ना कभी तो हम पकड़े जाएंगे कि what we are doing is not right. So this YouTube also is very funny, and maybe you can look at it. We should not keep flattering the client. I don't say that we should not appreciate, because आज की दुनिया में I think praising someone also is required. We are always so critical. We keep giving critical feedbacks. But I think praising and appreciating is also required. तो वो तो करना है, but don't flatter the client wrongly. वो किसी को नहीं चाहिए, किसी को अच्छा भी नहीं लगता है. You don't keep asking them what they think. If they think and we keep asking that, it's good to listen. Of course, it helps you understand their perspective. We should ask, but not in such a manner that, we're trying to get answers from them. No, they are looking at answers from us, so we need to give the answers. We can ask them their perspective to know what their thinking is, but not for giving an answer to them. Using jargons. ये इतना बड़ा वर्ड जो लिखा है मैं खुद ही प्रोनाउंस नहीं कर पा रही हूँ. आप सोचो, अगर हम यही सब बोलते रहेंगे, big jargons we keep telling our clients, it's not impressive. For some time it used to be. In between, some years back, it used to be impressive. Today is a world of simplicity. People are looking at Pressy. They want to know executive summary दे दो हमें. We don't have the time to read the whole report. Executive summary दे दो. Make it simple. Make it Pressy writing. It's very essential. A consultant's job is to make things simple in manner that the person client can understand. अगर हम jargons use करते हैं, बड़ा reports बनाते हैं, which a consultant, the client doesn't understand, you're not there. So you make it very simple for the client to understand. That is what your job is. Basically, it's very difficult, extremely difficult to make something very simple. 300 page का अगर US law पढ़ के हमें बताना है 1-2 line में, it's very difficult. So that is where your qualities come in. You make it simple and talk big. काफी लोग होते हैं, ये हुआ था, एक्चुअली हुआ था, एक कस्टोडियन की मीट हुई थी, एंड ये बहुत पहले हुआ था, where a tax consultant came and he started speaking. And there was a tax issue which all custodians, we used to meet, all custodians, all tax consultants मिलके करते हैं ताकि वो resolve हो जाए. No one wants litigation. क्यों foreign companies को litigation करना चाहिए? So immediately there was one person who was like trying to show, saying that, oh, he knows someone in the government. And यहाँ phone किया, वहाँ phone किया, अभी हम resolve कर देंगे. And we are trying to make a representation to government to say, okay, all custodians and consultants together will make a representation. So to tell them that, how it's going to impact the market badly. When you talk big, you be sure that you know that person when you're talking. Don't talk big falsely. It'll come flat. वो पता चल जाता है. आज नहीं तो कल पता चल जाता है. And is it required? Is that talking big really required at that point of time? What are you going to impress? What are you trying to gain? So it is very essential जब आप बोलते हो, जब आप करते हो, when you're talking big, be careful what you're talking. Is it really required to be talked there? And it should not fall flat on your face. Very essential, because if it falls flat on your face, the next time people will realize कि ये सही नहीं है. So House of Lies was more from a fun perspective, but to give indicators to us to say what we should not be doing as a consultant. The next one, communication. I think all the speakers have said we have to have very clear communications with our client. And we otherwise also have to have very clear communication. And that will come when we are clear in our thoughts. जो हमारे मन में है, हम वही बोलते हैं, वही हमारे actions होते हैं. मन में सोचकर we should have very clear thoughts in our mind. And then we speak also very clearly. We do the action also very clearly. Confidence, as always said, we should have confidence when we talk. And I think here is something which we need to really build on. We need to work on it. It's not that people are just confident. And we are at the top. I mean, we are chartered accountants and we sometimes get compared with MBAs. MBAs speak so confidently. And we don't. We think twice before speaking confidently. We should just work on it. It's something which can be acquired. It's not something which you are born with. So it's very essential that you have confidence. Articulation. कहा गया था. How do you speak and how do you articulate? And I want to give a small example on this. Articulation is so very important when we're dealing with clients. एक केस था जहां पे we prepared a reply to the assessing officer. वो reply में we covered the points. All points were covered. But the tax head did not like the way we presented it. Tax head said नहीं इसको change कर दो. ये बिल्कुल सही नहीं है. And we were like no. I know what the tax officer requires. I know what it is and वो बिल्कुल सही है. We should give it in this manner only and not in any other manner. Let's give it in this manner. See my communication. I was not convinced that my letter needed to be changed. Tax head was not convinced that the letter needed to be changed. Here was a friction. We then filed that letter because we convinced them to say, no, this is how it should be filed. We filed the letter. We got a good order. उससे क्या हुआ मगर? Order तो बहुत अच्छा मिल गया. But what we really did was I did not have that connect with my client. I lost that connect with my client. It was an opportunity for me to connect with my client, which I lost completely. So this was a learning for me. I could have done differently. So next time, similar situation happened. एक दूसरे client में similar situation happened जहाँ पे tax authority नहीं था. We had to give an advice. And advice में there was a difference of opinion. मेरा एक particular view था. Tax head का एक particular view था. They are also very smart. They know what it is. बहुत ही अच्छा था. Both views could have been possible. So again, when I gave my draft opinion, I put my view across and the tax head didn't agree with it. Raised a big hue and cry within the organization, within my firm to say, okay, this view is not correct. What could I have done? If I had followed what was done earlier and I could have said, no, I stick to it. This is my view and this is it. I know what I'm doing. फिर क्या होता? I would have again rubbed it. So this time I said, no, let's look at it differently. So I said, okay, your view also seems to be plausible. My view also seems to be plausible. Let's go to a third party. Within the firm, we have Center of Excellence. We went to them. We have a council, very, very senior council. So we took it to the council to say because it was material. Whatever view would be taken would have tax implications. So it was material. We went to a council. Council then agreed saying that no, there is a risk and you've highlighted the risk properly. So it requires. But see my stand. Two particular things what we did was differently. And this client appreciated it. Wrote to everyone saying we gave a very good view. is a very good friend of mine, gave me additional work later on. Nothing had changed. Both the cases we were fine, but the way it was communicated, articulation is very important for us to be consultants. I could have communicated differently at the first thing. And they also say the intelligent, वो कहते हैं ना, sorry if my pronunciation is not good, but दूध का जला छाछ भी फूक फूक कर पीता है. So I learned from my own mistakes. It is always a case. But an intelligent consultant learns from other people's mistakes. And therefore I'm sharing this mistake. So that you all can learn that how you articulate something with your client is very essential. Because we are all working for the good of the company. There's no doubt about it. Everyone works for the good of that company, for your client. We are people, we have emotions. It's so important to take care of everyone's emotions and work towards it. It's not that my first case में वो client के साथ फिर नहीं हुआ, बात हुआ, then we're talking, we're doing work, we're still continuing. It's not that no, but there was a friction which could have been avoided. And second thing was very differently done. So I think it's very important that when you communicate, articulation is important of how you communicate. Active listening. कहा गया था, we need to listen. हम लोग तो पहले से माइंड बना के जाते हैं. This is the question and I know यही आंसर है. Which should not be the case at all. It's very essential that we listen to the client. Listen to what he says, listen to what he does not say. It is very essential that we read within the lines also of what is being said. So active listening, body language कहा गया था, how we speak, how we talk, very essential. And it's every person has charm. It's charm that is very important. How do you present yourself? How charismatic are you? It has nothing to do with beauty. Beauty is a different thing. We're talking of charm, we're talking of charismatic. How do you speak politely? उससे बहुत फर्क पड़ जाता है. Transparency, like I said, we need to be transparent with our clients. There's no doubt. We have to tell them something which is not in their interest. Just because it's not going to suit them or it may harm me, I may not get my fees for it, it's okay. It's absolutely fine. We need to do hard talking. There's no such thing that we can't do it. But we need to do the hard talking in a better manner, in a diplomatic manner, in a manner which doesn't ruffle people around. Continuous communication. This I think is a key, and we have seen, and हम खुद देखते हैं. And I learned this thing from my knowledge management days. Earlier, we never used to have this communication. What was communication? But you need to keep communicating with your client on a continuous basis. Relevant things आप उनको बताओ. Things which are not something which they would have thought about. May not be tax. It has nothing to do with tax in it. It could be something which is there for that business. But continuous होना जरूरी है. आपके पास fees हो ना हो, it's okay. Have a continuous communication with your client. And we actually see it now. Modi ji, अब मोदी जी का देखिए, social media he uses so actively. Emails they keep coming. Piyush Goyal continuous weekly he gives giving updates on what has happened in that ministry for that week. Very good. I mean, we need to learn. We need to learn from people to say how do we do continuous communication. Not so much that it goes in the junk folder. वो भी हुआ है मेरे साथ. मैंने खुद जो communication भेजती हूँ, many people say not a junk folder, but they move it down in your Outlook and we'll look at it later. That doesn't help because that person is not reading what I'm sending. So then we sort of said, okay, I'm not sending you in this manner. We will put some liners to you to say how in your company this is going to affect you. And they appreciated that. They gave us more work out of that. So you need to take feedback from your client and modify it. उसमें कुछ नहीं है. Change is the most important thing that we need to adapt to. Once we adapt to change, I think everything just falls. जब भी feedback मिले, we need to work on that. There's nothing wrong. No one is criticizing you. No one is critical about you. It is just something that will help you change. And therefore, it's very important that we keep looking at it. So the next on this, so communication is key, is very essential for us too. The next slide on this. I'm not showing this YouTube, but आपको ये एक पक्का देखना चाहिए because it's very essential on how an expert communicates when there's a client meeting and how a consultant communicates. And this will show you that we as chartered accountants, and this has actually happened with me. So though this is not my video, but I think this has really happened with me in many occasions in the past. Few years back तो काफी बार हुआ है जहाँ पे I feel, oh, I'm the expert and I know what I'm telling. And still, It's the way you tell and the way you communicate and the way you do it. There's something that we need to think. Okay, if they are saying this, let's think. So that's why I said pause and think. Don't be ready giving an answer. तो ये आप YouTube आपको जब भी टाइम मिले आप प्लीज देखना. This will show you the difference between an expert, transactional expert and a consultant. How a person would look at things. Immediate answers देना जरूरी नहीं होता है. हर बार जरूरी नहीं होता है. We need to think, pause, think, see, look at it creatively. When we say creative problem solvers, problem हर एक के पास होता है, solution सबके पास होता है. What differentiates you is because you are thinking creatively. आप सोच रहे हो उसका हल कैसे निकालना चाहिए. What is it that you need to look at things differently? Yeah, next one. Leadership and vision and purpose. So this is very essential when we look at consulting. Consultants should have a leadership quality very clearly. Otherwise, you're just a professional service provider. When you say you're a consultant, means you have certain leadership qualities within you, and that actually puts you across differently from others. So you have a vision and purpose. ये बहुत जरूरी होता है. I think every person के खुद का एक purpose होना चाहिए life में. कुछ भी रखो, जो भी purpose आपको रखना है, you have to have that purpose in life, and then you work towards it. You have a vision. You have a mode of working towards it. You have a purpose and you have a vision, and then you have small goals to achieve that. Once you do that, it will be very easy for you to do it, to reach what you want to reach. हर एक जन को जो बनना है, ace consultant, an expert, or the best in your line, you need to have a purpose for that, and then you work towards it. Decision making, essential. Sometimes I feel that we have so much of knowledge, but we always are worried to take a decision. Though we are consultants, decision has to be taken by clients, but we can recommend. When we give our views also, हम बोलते हैं ये एक particular view है, ये दूसरा view है, but we also need to say, okay, this is the view, there are these risks which is there, this is what can happen, this is a risk which you are looking at, this is a second view that can happen, this can be a litigative point. We need to give that across. Decisions have to be made. We just can't go on without making decisions. Accountable, consultants are accountable to what they are giving views on. Collaborative, which was mentioned, and we'll speak a little more on collaboration later, but collaborative approach is the thing now. We are not Mahatma Gandhi, who could just go on. It was not in an organization. He was a solo leader with so many followers. Would that really work in an organization? Has to be seen. Collaboration has worked. It has worked throughout. And that is what is most important. You have to have collaborate approach. Out of box thinking, surely आप creative सोचो, कुछ तो अलग सोचो. Read up. आज Google पे इतना कुछ है, you have to read up. Innovate different practices. हर एक बार, and I'll tell you, team members बहुत सोचते हैं. हम actually एक meeting करते हैं team members के साथ. We come out with such good solutions and ideas, even for our own practice, not only for clients. Even our own practice को कैसे करना चाहिए, वो team members हमको solution देते हैं. We need to keep innovating. We just can't just work the way we are doing it. Like, to give an example of how we innovated, and we use technology. Technology is something which earlier in my practice I had never done. I have never done business rules to set up a software. We've never worked on a software. In our time, when I started, we didn't have a computer. Computer भी बाद में आया था. तो आप सोचो जिसके पास computer नहीं था, you worked on a computer. Then when I joined back, I was given a task to say that, oh, this software there was not working. You make it work. I had no clue of what is business rules. How do you work on a software? And you learn everything. But I thank my stars for getting into that organization and for getting so many opportunities. I learned how to prepare business rules. I learned how to prepare the logic for the software engineer to work on that logic and prepare that system. And it helped. Because if you do something on Excel, you have limitations. Your people are just doing that. How will you grow? For you to grow and to build on clientele, you need to use technology. You cannot do it without that. So then you have to do it. And it's very easy. I mean, you sit and think through logically कैसे होता है चीजें. You can easily do it. There's nothing that cannot be done. Use of technology was the most important thing which I learned when I came back from my sabbatical. And it really helped us build a practice which was a small practice where you had 6 people handling so much of volume. Humanly, it's not feasible to use that volume. You can't do it. So you need to use technology for it. When FATCA came around, it was US law, CRS, OECD, global laws. We were implementing in India. We needed to change systems which are there. And therefore, we started working on business rules for that. That also something which you need to work on. Withholding tax, हम क्यों बाहर जाए अपने खुद का withholding tax which is there. So much of system driven it is supposed to be. We can really work through on that. The AIR information reporting जो होता है उसके लिए आप help कर सकते हो. Organizations को, all those who have to do AIR reporting, they can do it through technology. Your own tax compliance return filings, that can be use of technology. Government has adopted technology so well and we are proud of it. आज इंडिया ने जो टेक्नोलॉजी अडॉप्ट किया हुआ है, globally it's not there. Our government, our income tax department is superb. So we also have to keep pace with that. And that is true for all consulting practices. You need to use technology, invest in yourself. And this is what I think a true leader should do is you need to invest in yourself. You need to see what is it that you're growing. It's not that you just keep doing your work and that's it. Are you growing personally? Are you expanding your horizons? What is it that you're doing? If you need to do exercises, do it. But you need to invest in yourself. You cannot just be working around the clock, not investing in yourself. That's not going to help you as a consultant. That will not bring the freshness which is required. Kunal, do we have time or do I need to close?
You can continue, man.
I can continue. Okay, so the next part is more from a leadership perspective on how we really work towards it. And the next slide is on resilience. I think आज के दुनिया में every one of us have gone through something which we had never ever envisaged, never ever thought about, the whole pandemic and lockdown. And we've really gone through it and come out of it. जो last year इतना scary नहीं था, इस साल तो और भी scary है on what's happening on medical front, on the medical exigencies which are happening. But we have come around working virtual. I mean, I would never have imagined me speaking virtually because it's so important that you have that connect when you're talking. And you talk to people, you can see their expressions, you can improve upon it, you can talk about it. And here I'm just talking about it. But we all change, and that's the most important thing. So resilience in leadership is very essential. Never give up. I mean, it's so essential that ups and downs तो दुनिया में आते ही है, हर एक की जिंदगी में आते हैं. There's never a case where you don't have an ups and downs. हर एक के person के life में होता है. And it's not a case that it doesn't happen with someone else. It happens with everyone. We don't know what they are going through whenever we try and compare with people. We don't know what they have gone through in life. But how do we come back and you bounce back? And this YouTube, if you look at resilience, it's for small children. Small children in school are shown how you bounce back and what is resilience. And I think that's so very essential for us as professionals. That we know that, okay, these things are there. What is it that I need to think positively and how do I bounce back? And these few things are basically, there was a YouTube again on some event which was happening at a particular financial institution. And these are the people who attended have said about what they think on resilience. So I think resilient leadership is must. We all have gone through it. If I would have been able to ask you all, I would have actually asked you all as to what is it that you all have done. And when I checked this with others, when we had this sort of a session earlier, they actually said they have done learning. They have done certification courses, and you have Coursera now, which have helped you do courses. You have institutes courses which are there, online courses are there. You can up your skill in this lockdown, and many have done it. Many have upped their skill in this lockdown period. You do work, then you learn how to do things differently. आप सब कुछ नहीं कर सकते. You need to start preparing. I used to always have a to-do listing. A to-do listing is a must because you forget, at least I forget what I need to do. I need to have my listing. I started doing a not to do listing. These things I'm not going to be doing it because I don't have the time. I need to delegate. So this is something which I don't need to do it. So every time you have this sort of a thing, think what is it that you need to improve upon. Think what is it that you can upskill and then do it. But resilience leadership, very important because that will take you through and your team through all the ups and downs in life. And ups and downs cyclical तो होता ही है. Market अगर ऊपर गया तो नीचे आएगा ही आएगा, वापस ऊपर जाएगा ही जाएगा. So it's a cycle which is always going to be there. So we just have to be patient and live through that cycle and then see what we can do so that the cycle does not impact us. The next one, collaborative. I think this has been spoken. And then this YouTube video is of a person who was into consulting. And very clearly they say great leadership is a group performance and not a solo act. And I completely agree with it. Whatever today I can do is only because I've got an excellent team. And I've been very fortunate. Any organization that I've worked with and every organization I've worked with, my teams have been superb. They are so very nice, so very good, so very human to really bear with me in that manner. And so very intelligent, so very smart in their work. So your team really is helping you grow. So I think it's very essential that whenever we do any work, we really take care of our team and the team takes care of you. The team actually takes care of you. It's very essential that we have a collaborative approach. We cannot on our own do leadership. It's not that we are doing rocket science. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. We are not scientists. We are not sending rockets to Mars. Ours is normal consultancy work that we are doing. It's not that something that can't be done by an individual. Of course, it can also be done by an individual. But अगर आप खुद ही करोगे, तो it will take a longer time. It will take so much of time that you will not be the first mover advantage जो होता है वो चला जाएगा. You will not have the first mover advantage. You will not be there. You will take longer time and you will not have the thinking, the perspective जो दूसरा आदमी लेके आ सकता है. That perspective is not going to be there. So when I work in the team also, I don't first give them the answers. अगर कोई query आया, I want them to think and prepare, do research and prepare. So that I get their perspective of thinking. And then I share what I think of. That is also very essential. तो वो perspective लाना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है. 2-3 people talking and thinking about it, it gives a different answer to it. So when we're doing this, collaborative leadership is very essential. You need to work collaboratively with your clients also. You're not there as a competition with your clients. They are not your competitors. They are your clients. Very essential to have this sort of a mindset thinking. They are not your competition. They are your clients. And therefore, you need to work with them in a collaborative manner. You're not here to say, oh, I proved something and he doesn't know. It's not that. Everyone knows it. All of us know much more things than what we really know about it. And the others know much more than what we really understand that they know. So it's so essential that we work collaboratively with our teams, with our clients, and then, of course, empathy. I think the next is on empathy. Which again was said, or not respect them. You got to put yourself in their shoes. Many a times I've seen clients getting very annoyed and angry with us. It's not that because they want to be annoyed and angry with us. They themselves are going through some pressures. And therefore that pressure comes on us. It's not that they don't understand. They understand much better. They are very good people. Extremely good people around. I can tell you that much. In all my life, I think I've been very lucky to have very good people around. All of them understand. Even at one point of time something happens, we always discuss things later. Empathy is very essential. How you discuss things with your team, your clients, will be the game changer. They will come to you not only because of your knowledge, they will come to you because how empathically you put it across things is very essential for them. Make them comfortable. Let them know that you're thinking about them. Put yourself in their shoes. Whenever something goes wrong, I always try and think now. Earlier ये नहीं होता था. Earlier I used to always feel, oh, this is something which is not done. But now when you actually sit and think through, you understand that, oh, this was his pressure and therefore he's doing this to me. This is what she has done it. This is what she is going through and therefore it's coming to me. Think in that manner. Always put yourself in other people's shoes and then think that would you have done this? Would you have liked someone doing this to you? Think about it. जब भी आप कुछ करना चाहो, आप वो सोच के करना. You think through and be empathic in your business. They say it's easy to knock people down. Building people up is at the heart of empathic leadership. You have to build people up. And it always will help you. मैंने देखा हुआ है जब भी हम किसी को build करते हैं, whether it's a client location, you help them build themselves within the client group, help them succeed. You will succeed along with them. Very clearly. People always take care of each other. So if you help people succeed, that people will take care of you to succeed. So it's extremely important that we be empathic when we are doing our services. Next would be mindfulness, I think. And this, I thought when Kunal mentioned Virat Kohli, I thought maybe he's comparing me to Virat Kohli because even I am as headstrong maybe as Virat Kohli is. And this is something which I've learned over years. Mindfulness. I'm very reactive. अगर किसी ने कुछ कहा मुझे तो my reaction is very strong. I will not go harming people at all. Harming तो करना ही नहीं है. अगर किसी ने मुझे harm किया तो मैं उसका reaction बहुत जोर से देती हूँ. You know, I will say something like, oh, ulta chor kotwal ko date. Something of that sort will come out. Some very strong reactions will come out. So I thought when he was telling me I'm like Virat Kohli, and I said maybe, you know, he knows what sort of person I am. And this is something which I've been working on. Mindfulness is a superpower. Respond wisely rather than reacting blindly. And this cannot come, some people it comes naturally, some it doesn't. And I think with age it becomes more difficult. But you need to keep this in mind. And I'm now keeping this as a clipping. Wherever I said to say, okay, I need to be mindful. I need to think before I react. And I need to react wisely. I need to respond. There's no reaction. Don't give reactions at all. Start responding to things. And you can achieve that, you know, by doing meditations, doing yoga, doing exercises. Exercises are very essential. ये video बहुत अच्छा है. If supposing some years back, if you said I'm going running and they would say, अच्छा कौन है आपके पीछे? Why are you running? But now when you say I'm going running and say, oh, good, you're exercising. So it's very essential to do exercise. And I've done this in the lockdown. People have said, I've done exercise, I've done walking, I've done dancing, I've done listen to music. You get so much of time to do all those things. And you need to do it because you need to keep yourself calm and cool. Very essential. Many can do it and some don't. It's not a fault. It's nothing right or wrong. कुछ right wrong नहीं होता है. हर एक इंसान के अपनी एक पहचान होती है, अपनी एक स्टाइल होती है, अपनी एक नेचर होता है, एटीट्यूड होता है. हर इंसान का होता है. We just have to understand that वो इंसान का ये एटीट्यूड है and then go forward working on it. But something that we can work on, why not do it? It will help us. ये mindfulness is not something which will help others. It is for my own good. Because when I get angry and when I react, it is harming me. It's harming me more than it's harming the other person. So that's the realization that comes to us to say, oh, I'm getting angry. My heart is beating faster. Why am I doing this? It is hurting me. My health is getting spoiled. And therefore, it is essential that I should calm down. I should respond wisely instead of reacting. And therefore, I thought I wanted to put this across. That this is also one of the characterization or a quality which a consultant should have. That you should be mindful of how you react or how you respond. So that's something which I thought I wanted to share, and this actually resonates with me a lot. So the next slide, you can look at the YouTubes later, Pursuit of Happiness. And this I think was a very nice movie, extremely good movie, and this actually shows how a person can, become a leader from what it comes. And like Nandaji said, we all come from very humble beginnings and we've tried to do something in life. And everyone can do it. And I mean, as a CA, we've already done it. I mean, we are select few, the handpicked, God's blessed people, I think, when we qualify chartered accountant. So, I mean, we are already there. We just have to now take that extra leap to just be where we should be. This is a very good movie, and I liked, and this particular scene, if you look at it, is basically where he's getting interviewed. And they're asking him, and he doesn't have a proper shirt, he doesn't have a proper pant, and then the way he gives an answer to the questions that are being asked. So important that if you don't know a question and you don't know an answer to a question, don't say lies because you get caught. Say, I will find out and let you know. And at last session, they were thinking, saying, if I keep telling this all the time, will a client come to us? Client will still come to you if you speak the truth. I'm very clear on that. Client doesn't want immediate answers. Client is not looking for immediate answers. If you say, I will look at this and come back to you, client will come back. But you have to revert to the client with the proper answer. You can't then give a haphazard answer or something, then the clients will not come to you. But if something that is not your domain, it's not something which you do every day, it's okay. You can always tell the client will come back to you. Don't give a wrong answer. And even if by mistake you've given a wrong answer, because you thought that was the right answer at that point of, go back to a client and tell this is wrong. We have to be upfront, tell the client truthfully. presence of mind was very important. And this shows, think if a person comes without a shirt, what is it? What do you take him for an interview? And you say maybe he's wearing good pants. So you need to have a presence of mind at the point of time when you're going to meet the clients. Sense of humor, and this is something which I find आजकल बहुत कम हो गया है. People have somewhere in this whole thing to, I don't know क्या reason है, but people smile lesser now, they laugh lesser. The sense of humor that should be there, wit, it seems to be dying down somewhere, and that we need to bring it back. We need to have a sense of humor, we need to have wit around us, and we have to appreciate. किसी ने अगर कुछ बोल भी दिया तो उसका ये बुरा नहीं मानना चाहिए. We feel bad very fast nowadays. I think that's something we need to stop. We don't need to feel bad when a person is just being just talking about it. It's okay. You have to have your sense of humor. And this clipping will show you how the sense of humor can help you when you are in a difficult situation. That sense of humor helps you when you are in a difficult situation. It's very essential. Your wit will help you when you are in a difficult situation. So develop those things. Develop those attitudes, those qualities that will take you out of the difficult situation, and you will have difficult situation in life. There's no such thing that will not be there. It's going to be there. Pursuit of Happiness, I'm not a movie chap. I don't see movies so often, and whatever I see, it's like all old and outdated ones. By the time everyone looked at it, and then I see a movie. Devil Wears Prada. Very interesting movie. I don't know if anyone has seen it, and if not, you should look at it. But it gave a lot of teachings to me. It showed that in life, the rat race is not the most important. Your own personality is very important. So don't get into the rat race completely. It's not there. Don't sell your soul. So a Devil Wears Prada. Prada is the most one expensive sort of a shoe or whatever, the purse and all of that, accessories. So you don't have to be lured by money. You need to have your conscience. So I really like that movie. The essence, the morale which was being given was very nice. And for a new joiner who's starting her career, it was very essential. So there are certain movies which are very good, and I don't think I'm giving the right examples of it, but I think that is something which we need to look at it and we need to learn from it. See, the most important is what do you learn from those things, and that has to come out very clearly. So the next one, I think we're near to the close of it. Management, Peter Drucker. I think he has got some of his quotes are really good. We can play the video later and you can listen to it. But what I generally do is that we need to read up something other than just your field of expertise. You need to look at, so I have read up on Peter Drucker, I have read up on Marshall Goldsmith. He had come to India and I had actually met him and I was impressed by him at that point of time. So I read up on Marshall Goldsmith. Shiv Khera, very good person, and you can read up on him. Google has everything. I have read up on Mahatma Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore, his short stories I've read, Swami Vivekananda, Life of Swami Vivekananda. Of course, Bhagavad Gita also I tried reading up, but it's a little tough. But I think Bhagavad Gita gives a lot of information, a lot of gyan, what they say, and true gyan. So really, if you can absorb Bhagavad Gita, I think it's too good. It's really very nice. But you need to read up on all such things. You have to broaden your horizon, your outlook, your thinking. And therefore, all these things have to be read up. And you keep reading small, not that whole book you sit and read till the end, not necessary. Whenever you have the time, on Google we can search up and see. Whenever I feel low, I go and read inspirational quotes. Just so that I can really feel it. Read some stories which will inspire you, which will motivate you. It's very essential. Everyone goes through ups and downs, and how do you come back from the down? That is what's most crucial. So I think people should read up on this, on management gurus, to know what consultancies are. And to last, I think we're nearly there. The last is Puneet Ranjan, our global CEO of Deloitte, an Indian who is a global CEO of Deloitte in the USA. His story is inspirational. I mean, when you meet him, and he's so humble, and I think that's the key to it, humility. You need to be humble, empathic. It shows it. It shows the leadership qualities. It shows the consultancy, and he was a consultant. And this YouTube actually has captured what are the 10 rules of success. that you have. So he actually speaks on what is it that you should do to achieve success. And it's very similar to what we went through and what we've been experiencing in life ourselves. So whatever we said earlier and whatever Mr. Nanda said or Pankaj said, it's so very similar to it. There are no shortcuts in life. Work hard. Every one of us have gone through the drain and we worked hard. There's no such case that, you can just get success. Hota hai. I mean, there's that song, aise वैसों को lift करा दिया. That is there. That is given. You have to accept it. But 99% have reached their success because of working hard and working smartly. Enjoy what you do. Very essential. अगर आप कुछ कर रहे हो and if you enjoy it, don't think it's work. It's something that you like. It's your passion and you can do it. You will enjoy it much more. आपको जो अच्छा लगता है वही करना चाहिए. Very essential. Don't do something which is just because they have got to do it. And I think that there's a whole movie on that. 3 Idiots. पता नहीं मैंने कितनी बार देखा हुआ है. But I think that is something which really is the core to a person's consulting. You will become a good consultant because you like that. So you should enjoy what you're doing. Find your definition of success. That also is crucial. Don't look at what others have done. उसने ये किया, उसको वो मिला. All that is fine. That is okay. So what? What is my definition of success? What is it that I want to achieve in life? What is it that I want myself to be looked at? क्या देखना चाहिए मुझे? What should people look at me for? Forget what others have done. We're not bothered. One thing which I've learned in life is that you will not grow taller by cutting legs of the others. Competition. That's not how it's done. You look at yourself, you grow yourself. अपना खुद ही आप बनाओ. Competition will be there. That's it. Period. Be yourself. Genuineness. Authenticity. You have to be yourself. You cannot act as if you're someone else. वो नहीं होता है. वो थोड़े टाइम में तो पकड़ा ही जाएगा because yourself is going to come out. Very clearly is going to come out. So be yourself all the time. Clients should know who you are, whose bureaus come in. They don't have to know someone else. They need to know you. So be yourself. Set high goals for yourself. Winning streak. Goals आपको रखना ही है, and that too you have to keep higher goals. But then you have to have smaller goals to achieve that. But you need to have a purpose and vision in life. So set higher goals for yourself and you'll be surprised you'll actually be able to attain it. Empower people. Teams, most important for any consultant. If you want to be a good consultant, you need to have a good team. Alone you can't be doing it. And empower the team. I think, I'm not sure, but I think it's Steve Jobs who said that if you are recruiting smart people, let them do that work then. Don't sit on their head and ask them to do something else. Maybe in a sense, I'm sorry if I've done it wrongly. I'm really sorry. It just came to mind. But I think basically empower people. Let them do their job. You have recruited smart people. Let them do their job. They know what their job is. They will do it better than you can. Find mentors. And this in an organization is very essential. Even outside, it's not that when you're on your own practice, you don't have mentors. Even in your own practice, you have mentors. And in an organization also, you have mentors. It's very essential that you find a mentor who will really guide you and take you through life's journey which is there. And it doesn't have to be in your own set of practice. It's not that in tax, I need a mentor in tax. No. You need to have someone whom you can talk to, who will mentor you, who will take you through life's journey. And when you're with the same organization, it helps. When you're with a set of people, it helps. So you need to find a particular mentor. Find yourself, like it's always a case. Find who you are. Don't do something which you just think of doing it. Find yourself. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Consultant's job is this. I'll tell you, I got this lesson very hard in life. I had a meeting when I rejoined. I used to do tax. Regulation was never something which I had done, and that started only when I rejoined after my sabbatical. And here I go to meet a client and they just push me. Morning they tell this is a client meeting, in the afternoon you need to go and meet the client. And I had no clue what the client was. And I was like, what do I have to do? And what is the client going to ask me? Oh, nothing. It's going to set up office in India. So they want to just understand that. How do you know what is it that they're going to ask you questions? So I go to meet this client all by myself. No one comes with me. And the client starts asking me on regulations. And I'm zapped. Thankfully, because they just gave me a hint to say, okay, It's going to be on client setup in India, and we know that there are FDI guidelines, foreign company coming in. So I just sort of read up on my way to the venue. I just read up on that way. I didn't even know, I had no experience, nothing about it. And here the client, and I thought he'll ask about tax or setup, meaning tax registration karo, company law registrations karo, what will be, date of setup, kaun se expenses will be allowed, not allowed, something on that sort. And I, by the way, read up on FDI because that's not my area, I've never worked on it. And the first question the client asked me is, can I set up a company or a branch? What is the capital requirements? What approvals I have to take? I'm like, oh, what do I say? I was so very worried. I was in a tight there, not knowing what I'm going to be speaking about. I was really worried. And any which way, since I had a sabbatical come back, my confidence was anyway so low, I thought. So I then took my breath, I paused, I thought through, and I said, okay, here is the paper, and here is what the FDI says, and let's discuss now. So we went through that document, and I said, okay, I don't have to know things on this, in my mind, on the tip of my finger. I took him through all the documents. I told him this is what the FDI says, this is what we sat through for 1.5 hours or 2 hours, we discussed all of it to say if it's a company, branch, what will it be, what are the capital requirements. We looked through the documents there and there, and we got the job. So very clearly I told him, very clearly I said, I have not done this before. I will need to check with my partners around. I don't know what it is, but this is the document and this is what we can look at. And let's look at it. And then we went through every point of it. And I gave him answers to it. And I said, we will come back to you in writing later after I discuss with my partners. So it's so essential that so he was comfortable. What he liked was that I informed him that I don't know. I have not done this before. This is not something which I have experienced, but here I have the document. I'm ready to read with you. Let's read it through. We can discuss it. We can of course read and tell you what it is. But we will come back to you and confirm later. And we confirmed it to him, and we got the job. We helped set up that company in India. So that's how it starts. So it's nothing wrong in telling a client that you don't know. It's fine, but then you need to find the answers and give it to him. We will keep getting uncomfortable most of the time, and that's where you have to learn how do you be comfortable when being uncomfortable. In a consultant, it's always given. Stop and smell the roses. Like I said, in this life, it just goes by. It's so essential that we stop and smell the roses around us. It is very essential that we enjoy life also. Consultancy तो होती रहेगी, but life नहीं चली जानी चाहिए. We have to enjoy. Why are we here? We are here to be happy in life, to lead this life. So it's very essential that we enjoy this life also. काम करते करते enjoy करो, और काम अगर वैसा हो जो आपको अच्छा लगे, all the best. I mean, then that's it. You've got it everything. You've got the whole best thing in life because you like your work and you like your life and you're enjoying it. So this was Puneet Ranjan from CEO of Deloitte, and a very nice person, extremely nice and inspiring person. And he does so much for purpose. I can tell you, he has actually set up purpose for us as to what should be our purpose in life. And the next one is, of course, Dalai Lama. Very clearly, what do we need to do as a consultant? As consultant, we need to be good human being. The first and foremost thing that every person should be. We have to be good human being. We have to be warm-hearted and affectionate. It's a given. I mean, you're not here to do anything wrong to people. That is my fundamental belief. That's what he writes. Having a sense of caring, empathy, a feeling of compassion will bring happiness, of peace of mind to oneself and automatically create a positive atmosphere. We need a positive atmosphere. Resilience. If you have to come out of the resilience and be a resilient leadership, we need to have positive attitude. So all of this, if you see, so simple writing that is there, but gives us so much of knowledge and meaning to it. I think that's the most important. As a consultant, we have to be simple, we have to be humble, and we have to still convey in a simple manner whatever we want to give advice to our clients. That's it for me. Thank you. And sorry if I've taken time more than I think. I generally overshoot a little. So till we meet again, thank you so much. Over to you, Kunal.
It was very nice session, madam. I would like to put 3 words in the inverted comma with a bold font mark. Investment of time. Listening your session is investment of time. मैम अभी यहाँ पे मैं एक क्वेश्चन आंसर का सेशन भी देख रहा हूँ. यहाँ पे जो क्वेश्चन आंसर जो है हमारे इतने नहीं है, बट सबका एक जो सर पंकज मिगलानी जी बता के गए थे, 6C का पहला C क्यूरियोसिटी, वो तो आपने जगा दी है. क्यों क्वेश्चन जितने यूट्यूब लिंक्स है वो आपने डाउन कर दिया कि ये है लेकिन मैंने दिखाने नहीं है। तो वो सभी पीपीटीज मांग रहे हैं, वो क्यूरियोसिटी तो हम सीख चुके हैं आपसे। बाकी आपने बहुत सी चीजें बताई, एटीट्यूड एटीट्यूड में आपने बताया माइंडसेट ऑफ विनिंग, पॉजिटिव कैसे रहे। पॉजिटिव रहने के लिए मैं कई बार जो अपने बच्चों के सेशन में बोलता हूँ कि पॉजिटिव हम नेगेटिव लोगों से भी सीख सकते हैं, रावण से भी हम बहुत सी चीजें सीख सकते हैं। जैसे कि राम जी समुद्र पार करके आगे आ गए थे और सामने देखा, रावण क्या मानना था कि अपने दुश्मन के फेस पे, दुश्मन को अपने फेस पे टेंशन नहीं दिखनी चाहिए। जब वो आ गए तो उन्होंने एक महफिल सजा दी अपने महल पे कि उनको लगना चाहिए मैं डर नहीं रहा। हालांकि रावण जी भी डर चुके थे। जब राम जी को ये हो गया एक मिनट के लिए कि भैया ये डर क्यों नहीं रहे, मैं यहाँ इतनी दूर आ गया, तो उन्होंने मान उठाया और चला दिया अपना तीर कमान, और उनकी वाइफ के झुमका गिरा, लेकिन फिर भी रावण ने उनको शो नहीं होने दिया कि मैं डर चुका हूँ। तो मतलब हम पॉजिटिव चीजें हर एक नेगेटिव चीजों में से भी देख सकते हैं। और आपने नेटवर्क की बात की, इनफैक्ट मैं कहूँ जितने भी सीए चाहे प्रैक्टिस में चाहे जॉब में, कम से कम एक जॉब या एक क्लाइंट वो नेटवर्किंग से मिलता मिलता है, कम से कम क्या 100% ही हमारे पास नेटवर्किंग में होता है। आपने उसके बाद बताया बिजनेस सॉल्यूशन प्रोवाइडर कि हम हमें अपने कंपटीटर से सीखना चाहिए। इनफैक्ट हम पूरी लाइफ ही स्कूल कॉलेज तक हम दो लोगों से सीखते हैं, एक गुरुओं से एक कंपटीटर से, कि हमारे साथ में जो पढ़ते हैं उनसे सीखते हैं, एक गुरु हमें बताते हैं कि उसके बाद कॉलेज के बाद तो हम खाली कंपटीटर से ही सीखते हैं कि सामने वाला इंसान क्या कर रहा है और हमें क्या सीखना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए। उसके बाद आपने कम्युनिकेशन का बताया जिसमें कॉन्फिडेंस और बॉडी लैंग्वेज। कॉन्फिडेंस को तो एक कपलेट है कि जीना हो तो फूल बन के जियो, खिलोगे तो तोड़ दिए जाओगे। जीना हो तो फूल बन के जियो, तो खिलोगे तो तोड़ दिए जाओगे। जीना हो तो चट्टान बन के जियो, तराशे गए तो खुदा बन जाओगे। मतलब हमें अपने इसमें बोल्ड, हमें कॉन्फिडेंस होना चाहिए कि हम कम्युनिकेशन को सामने ला सके अपनी। और लीडरशिप के बारे में बताया आपने, और इनफैक्ट ये बताया कि जब हमारा फर्स्ट वर्क है और हम क्लाइंट को ये कह दें कि हमें नहीं आता और हम आपसे बताओगे, हम लिख के आ जाएंगे, हमें आपको सॉल्यूशन प्रोवाइड करना है, तो एक क्लाइंट के साथ ये हम एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग बना सकते हैं। तो मैडम आपने बहुत सारी चीजें, एक तो मैं कहूँ कि आपने एक एग्जीक्यूटिव समरी हमारे सामने अपने 25 इयर्स ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस के हमारे सामने शेयर किए 45 मिनट्स में। ये भी बहुत बड़ा टैलेंट है मैडम। थैंक यू सो मच। और मैं नंद किशोर हेगड़े जी जो हमारे वाइस चेयरमैन है, वो तो सर शायद आज ज्वाइन नहीं कर पाए, तो मैं नंदा सर को एक बार बुलाना चाहूंगा कंक्लूडिंग रिमार्क्स के लिए। नंदा सर, नंदा सर शायद सुनने पॉसिबल नहीं है। रोहित सिंगला जी, ये रोहित सिंगला जी,
Yes.
तो सर को मैं बुलाना चाहूंगा कंक्लूडिंग रिमार्क और वोट ऑफ थैंक्स के लिए।
Good evening to all. I deem it a great honor to propose vote of thanks on this occasion. First and foremost, I thank Director Theatre Limited, who despite his busy schedule has found grace. I also express my heartfelt thanks to CA Behroz Kamdeen ji for her valuable presentation, suggestions, experiences and learnings. I am grateful to CA Charanjot Singh ji Nanda ji, Chairman Committee on Management Accounting, and CA Nand Kishore C. Hegde ji, Vice Chairman, for their able guidance, and sir, your able guidance has always encouraged us. I owe special gratitude to all the participants. I once again thank all for your attention. Thanking you.
Thank you.
थैंक यू सो मच सर। मैम, अब क्यूरियोसिटी को आपने खत्म करना है अपनी पीपीटी शेयर करके लास्ट में, ताकि सबको वो यूट्यूब की वीडियोस देख सके हम सभी, और उससे नॉलेज अपना, आपका जो एक्सपीरियंस है वो देख सके। थैंक यू सो मच मैडम।
थैंक यू। नमस्ते। थैंक यू।
Thank-
थैंक यू।
thank-
थैंक्स एनसी को भी
Thank you,
थैंक्स।
ma'am.
अ वेरी गुड मेंटर फॉर अस। एनसी हेगड़े तो बहुत ही अच्छे हैं। थैंक यू।
So much, ma'am.
थैंक यू
so much.
मोहित। मोहित, इट वाज अ प्लेजर मीटिंग यू।
Thank you, ma'am.
Same here, ma'am. Same here, ma'am.
थैंक यू रोहित। या नंदा जी को भी आप थैंक यू बोल देना।
जी जी मैम।
आई विल डिस्कनेक्ट नाउ। थैंक यू।
थैंक
Okay, ma'am.